Welcome to another edition of our video podcast developed to help and assist parents to help their own children succeed in education. Today, I have the privilege to interview a person who I've met long time ago and is a representation, a solid representation of a successful Latina student. With me is Mr. Alberto Vallejo. He happens to have an educational specialist degree and is the supervisor of academic programs within the Hillsborough County Public Schools. And he's in charge of a very interesting program. So I'm going to ask him to help us learn about the AVID program. Alberto, welcome to our video podcast. Thank you for being here.
Mm-hmm.
Please help us understand, what is the AVID program?
Sure, yes. The AVID program stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. And it's the AVID program started in 1980 in California. And it's a philosophy pretty much indicating that take your average student who is in the academic middle, bring them to the expectations of expecting more than just the average, give them the support of the schools, and they're going to rise to the expectations. And we have done that here in Hillsborough County Public Schools. We started the AVID program about 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
Yes.
Very good.
We went from one school, which was pretty successful, and then we branched out to 3 schools. And now, currently, the AVID program is in all middle and high schools, totaling 75 schools in Hillsborough County.
75 schools.
Yes.
And you told me that you have noticed the success of the program already. How did you know?
What we determine as far as successful is we're looking at students who are enrolled in rigorous courses. So what we're looking at is every school has about 125 students. And what we do is that we monitor the students' progress, and we look at the grade point average, their attendance, their discipline, the amount of rigorous courses that they're taking, and then we compare it to non-AVID students, and we kind of look at how non-AVID students do compared to AVID students. Based on that data, we have determined that our AVID students are pretty successful in compared to the non-AVID students, based on the factors that I just mentioned.
Right, so they are taking more advanced courses, yes. They have better behavior, I
Yes.
gather, and also their GPAs are better?
Correct.
So that's a real indication of success, a great indication of success. Now, what does the AVID program entails? What does it does with the students or for the students, and how do the students join the program?
Okay, very good question. The AVID program is a volunteer program. Students obviously choose to be in the program, but before they even choose, the students are kind of identified because what we're looking at is that students are in the academic middle. So we're looking at students who perhaps they're doing really good in class, like have A's and B's, have about your average test scores. The parents probably went to high school, but that student in particular might be the first in their family to go to college, so we're looking at first-generation college students. We're also looking at students who might be at a disadvantage based on their socioeconomic status, based on where they grew up from, and other circumstances that they might be involved in, single parents, if they're in free reduced lunch also. So based on those characteristics, we look at that student, and then we talk to the students, and we talk to them about the AVID program, and then we talk to them about how that program will benefit them. And if they're interested, then they sign up, and then it's an actual class in the school. So the student goes to the AVID classroom on a daily basis for 90 minutes or whatever period that the school has for their schedule. In that AVID classroom, there's a curriculum Monday through Friday. However, every Tuesday and Thursday, the student is involved in some tutoring, what we call tutorology. and it's a specific type of tutoring where students are engaged in inquiry-based learning.
In, what do you mean by inquiry-based learning?
Yes. What I mean is that the usually your traditional tutoring is that I'm with you one-on-one and I'm helping you solve an algebraic problem. And I tell you, you know, you got to do this or you got to bring over the x and so forth. In the AVID tutoring, there's a group of students together. And there's about 4 or 5 students. You have the tutor sitting outside, but instead of the tutor giving all the answers, it's the students helping out each other, questioning each other, saying, how did you get this answer? What about doing this? And the tutor is more as a facilitator. And if they're stuck, the tutor's more like, well, look back at your notes, think about this. So that's what I mean about inquiry.
I see. I see. The tutor, in a sense, offer you other alternatives, different ways to look at the problem,
Yes.
but it refrains from giving you the answer.
Correct.
It's helping you to find the tools and to use those tools to reach the answer.
Correct.
Very good, very good. Inquiry-based learning, wonderful concept, I can say.
Yes.
Now, how would, for example, Latina students benefit from the AVID program?
Okay. The what I've experienced with the AVID program and the philosophy is that it's not just in the classroom, but it's more of the philosophy where you get the faculty buy-in and of course the administration buy-in along with the parents and students. The good thing about the AVID is that it provides students with an opportunity to get to know their tutor or their teacher, to get that one-on-one relationship, because growing up in a household where you're in some of the families where the parents never attended college, they need somebody to believe in them, saying that you can do it, somebody to follow up with them and saying, yes, this is what you can do, and showing them different opportunities. So based on that camaraderie that they build in the AVID family, the students have that opportunity where they get to know each other, build that family, and then get to be successful and get to experience it.
Wonderful. Now, how could Latina parents help their children join the program and benefit from the program? How
Sure.
can they assist?
The parents can participate in numerous ways. One way is that they could actually even be part of the site team. Each school has a site team where there's different members. Most of the site team is your core academic subject teachers, your administrator, counselor, and it could also be a parent. In the site team meetings, they talk about the program, how we could do different things to engage students to become successful at the school. So that is where we're always looking for parent input. Some of the other ways, some parents could even be tutors themselves, that they could help the students come in the classroom and help out. But more than all, and this could be for all the students, it could be just a support to say, hey, how's it going? Pretty much just following up with the student and how they're doing in school in general.
Wonderful. And I understand that the AVID program is for all students.
Correct.
Very good. Is there something that I should have asked you in addition to the question that I did ask you, and I didn't?
Sure. I think one of the things that that perhaps we haven't talked about is once the student graduates from high school, are there other programs at the universities or the colleges that are similar to AVID?
How important? Can you tell us a little bit
Yes,
about it?
we're starting. We're beginning to start a collaboration with the University of South Florida in what we call a K-16 collaborative, where we're looking at partners through the University of South Florida and Hillsborough Community College, along with other universities in our area, to look at our AVID students and perhaps continue on with a course at the university or some type of club or activity or chapter, and that is still in the infrastructure stage right now. And so far we've had 2 graduating classes in Plant City High School that were part of the AVID program, so these students are now starting to graduate from high school and come out to our universities and college campuses.
So it's a great idea to continue the connection with them and
Yes.
with the AVID programs through these 16, K through 16 programs.
Yes.
Now, you are a successful student yourself.
Mhm.
Okay, you have an education degree. You are a known school counselor and with a national certification. What helped you become the successful person you are?
Yes, that's always a question that I'm always questioning myself. But I always look back and I look back at my education career, and I look back until I was in elementary, and it took one teacher to believe in me that I could make it in a way that that I felt that, yeah, this person really believes that I can make it, and it just took that one person. Then after that teacher, I had other educators involved in seeking that I had the potential. So it just took a refresher and just a follow-ups, and to have somebody else believe in me so that I could believe in myself. And it takes, I think that's what everybody needs, and it doesn't matter if you're Latino, black, or white. We just need somebody to kind of believe in us that we can make it, and give us that support. And it could be from a teacher, a parent, a friend, a sibling, whoever that person may be. And then, of course, I think it also came from a self-determination for that purpose, because growing up in a community where there was a lot of crime and drugs and so forth, a lot of people like myself were not successful. You kind of get discouraged in some type of way, but maybe removing yourself from that area and having people believe in you, it gives you that sense of, yes, this is possible, I can make it, I can do it.
Wonderful. It's like, juntos sí podemos, together we can.
Yes, we
huh?
can.
Self-determination and people believing in us
Right.
is like the we.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, you heard it here. We have a wonderful program in schools called AVID, and now we know the ins and outs of the program. And of course, as parents, we can certainly help our students, help our children join the program. Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.